Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warrior LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warrior LTV. Keep it locked.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. We, as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I said?
You see?
Set the bar for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this. Yes, brothers and sisters. Greetings once again in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, and all things good and wonderful amongst us and about us. Welcome viewers and subscribers. Viewers, if you like the content, subscribe and make sure you go to the platform. Sting. We got a reason about Sting today. See? Now, a lot of I and brethren and sisters might look on it and say that out of the remix, the meditation of the channel and things like that. But it's not so. Unless we decide to overlook the discrediting and the belittling of the black woman in a recent time. See? Now, a lot of people might just say Sting, flop. But I think it was a major success for the people who put it on. In the sense, well then, they had an aim. Nobody can tell me, say, a man like Leng, who Leng had this thing now for some serious decades. We're not going to try to put no figure upon it, but everybody who knows Sting and know about Sting knows, say, Sting are going for some serious decades. So the experience of promoting shows of this caliber where Leng have underneath him belt, I mean, it's next to and par with the Grammy. The people of the BAFTA in Britain has got nothing on Leng when it comes to experience of putting on a show of that magnitude. See? Now, we see him put some woman in the mix of things. And, it hurt. For no say, this is the representation where the imagination where Leng come up with could have used to represent Jamaica or dancehall music. You get what I say? To my full standing of things and how it work, the psychology of things and how it work and people and things like that, nothing can tell me say it wasn't deliberately done to further diminish the potency of the dancehall, the potential of the dancehall and things like that. See, the dancehall has over time, done a lot for its own discreditation, put it that way, but not without the help and assistance of some very influential people who, no doubt, have their own agenda. It's just through greed and mediocrity, while most of the purveyors, the performers, the artists themselves don't see and realize what's being done, that they're being used as a, what I say? But in terms of Sting and, what we used to go on the other day, especially when we observe, say, it's like the two biggest slot that was allotted, or the biggest slot that was allotted to any one performer, or any one performance was between Queenie and Amari. You understand me? Now, these people are no stranger to the media, to the atmosphere out there, and everybody who appreciate the content that them put out is looking forward to a level of clownism, to put it simply. Yeah. Clownism. See, you can't expect anything serious in terms of where the dancehall have to offer from two people like those pan a particular show like Sting. See? And nobody, again, it's not a mistake. Nobody can tell me that it's a mistake. And we belittle ourselves, diminish our intelligence, or we put that down to a mistake or a lack of imagination or anything like that. No, it was done purposely to create this character of the dancehall and reggae music and a whole, because Sting is not necessarily, it wasn't restricted to reggae music. I'm sure I'm going to go see man like, I see we're gonna go see reggae artists perform. And history will show a whole heap of reggae artists perform a sting, headline the show and make the show sell off as well. You know, see it. So the show represent both aspects of the music, the Jamaica music industry. You know, see, Leng them do that on purpose. Leng, like, after so many years, them say 7 years sting na keep and thing like that. After so many years, nobody can tell me say Leng couldn't come up with a better roster of acts. You understand me? I mean, you have woman, you see Nicki Minaj do a thing the other day where she find Jamaican dancehall artists will come make big song where according to the market and how the market sell and international recognition and thing like that, we call it a big song. I could put it down to I could define it as that for that purpose. You know, see, and when I say, what about these ladies? Oh, you couldn't find 2 or 3, 4 of them ladies have come perform. You know, see, I mean, none of them can charge more than them other male artists there when we say come perform one song, you know, which is the next thing again where flexing on my mind, I wonder. How much an artist could I get to come sing one song on a stage show like Sting, you know, or them get paid, you know, just like, I mean, how will that work? You know, see, when I understand, probably have to go check it. You don't understand how that work. See, but when me look and see Amari and Queenie be the longest performing, do the longest, one of the longest performance, or the longest performance, because when I really see another performance run like how that one they run, the internet happy for that. For some people, we know also Google steer, anything that's, you know, diminishing and belittling of black people and things like that, particularly the Jamaica community, that's what Google wants to run with and things, you know what I say? This might be one of my biggest videos for the year because it says Sting and it was one of the high point of Google's benefits from I certain way. You know, see? So, you know, when we look and see them 2 women there, out of all of the women them were in a dancer and can do something. And you know, where it could have cost for man like Javelani come sing one song, man like Kip Rich one song, you know, and things like that. How much more the woman artists them could have charged? So that's most of them or a lot of them to get a one song too. You know, see, because that's all it come down to. You know, when people are ball out, say Sting, I mean, so Sting flap and thing like that. Flap mean like me in a case like so when the people them who produce or promote the show to make them money where them desire, where them hope for. You understand what I say? And like me I say, it all down to planning and, you know, content, the character of the artists them and things like that we perform. You know, with them there, with the artists them there. Oxting what Leng do. Why Leng couldn't get these people to come, I mean, relevant people to come perform in a sting. You see, this now seems normal to me. Definitely not acceptable. You see, and I'm now going to put it down to a mistake because, you know, for a show where was once billed as the greatest one-night show on earth, you know, you see, whittled down to this type of thing right now. Obviously, from it a promote and thing like that, people who know it as such, the greatest one-night show on earth, have great expectation. Only people have them heads up, them eye open and thing like that. So, if you say, well then, you now expect the support we get and thing like that. So, you had was to like try out a few, you know, media acts and thing like that to ensure, say, your finance stable. I mean the anticipation was there. It's not acceptable. The argument there, it out. You know, we just theorize them sort of reasons there why a guy would have used. I mean, come on, you know, Amari and Queenie. No, we not belittle nobody. See, that's something we not do. But for the space where Sting is, them people are not ready yet for the sting stage. Them definitely not ready yet. You know, so even them themselves, from what I'm showing, them was unprepared for that. I mean, nobody now talk say a whisper queen, a whisper in the mic all along. And the second time I see she pat me say up on a stage. The last stage I see her up and I can't remember what me know. I think it was Ding Dong birthday or something like that. Yeah. And I whisper Queenie, I whisper in the mic. Queenie don't have nobody for reason with her. I mean, come on. How is this supposed to be possible? You know? It's definitely not acceptable as far as I'm concerned. See? But again, I only hope say a level of consciousness is being observed and embraced by poor people and by ghetto people. See, and realize where them bed spread and where them bed lie and who are the what and why, for what reason and purpose. You get what I say? This is not for promote Jamaica or anything like that. The best are the good things about us. This is definitely an intent at highlighting the worst of us. You know, see, and that's all why down to me to I and I. Appear to I like so well then, you know. This have anything to do with a 1.1 and you have to maintain a character in order to benefit from the music structure. You understand what I say? And that now is gonna be credited to the type of show, the show where you keep and further enhance it in the futures. Leng get paid for do this, as far as I'm concerned, for degrade Jamaican artists and the music in general. You know, see, you know, I'm not shocked because I see regular see things like this. And again, me are the one where I always propose, say, I've always been proposing over the time, the years, say, Jamaican culture is suffering from a personal attack. Attack from, you know, some people who definitely take offense to what come out of the culture and what come out of the music and thing like that. There is no doubt about that. You know, see, and even, you know, again, Babylon's best are the oppressors. The oppressors' most potent weapon has always been one of us. You know, see, and it's obvious Leng is a weapon with amongst I and I who try, you know, facilitate the agenda, the hopes of the agenda, of certain agenda. You know, see, for characterize us in a negative light and for maintain the stereotype. You know, one time the stereotype was a made up thing, but now when we have our own people, we enforce it and I push it. What can we say? What will other people say? And you know, it is, you have to just call a spade a spade. You see it, Leng is an agent and him doing job and probably him get paid long before even the show, you know, and by the people them who expect him to do such a job. They never expect him to get any form of, you know, financial reward or benefit out of a mud pit like that when when call off a stage show, you know, see. And we just hope say the Jamaican public realize what go on and this is from supporting certain nefarious intent with some boy have because that's not acceptable. For the money, for the money, but I mean, I don't even know how much it costs to go in a show like that or to go in a show there. But whatever on the pay, it wasn't worth it. You know, see, it definitely wasn't worth it because it was meant to be an insult to the item. You know, see, and we have to just observe it as that. You know, see, there is no old Leng, no measure of respectability whereby, I mean, come on, that you know, deserve nothing for that. That just prove one thing. You know, see, yes, I just saw him and see it. Yeah, and you know, people just see it as it is, Rasta, just stop and just do, yeah, no more support for Leng. You know, see it. You come with a mudslinging and bring some people on stage where the world see these people now as representative of I and I, of the culture, of a culture such as Jamaica. It's disrespectful. You know, see it. And we know and a lack in imagination, connection, or resource because you do it for so many decades. They're supposed to do this thing now as long as the Grammy has been going on for to Rasta. You know, see? And probably longer. But they underestimate the thing. Because I remember, I think Sting used to go on from in 1986. I think from this the first thing go on. You know, see, long time ago. That's how much, over 40 years, near 50 years now, Sting are going for. You know, see, and where a guy put on and a claim say, Sting, come on, that you look and you dip on stage a smile and a laugh with the ridiculing of I&I culture, of the culture of Jamaica, the culture of Jamaican music. You know, see it, he's a bastard, Leng. Yeah, and we give thanks. Rastafari.